Okay, I'm Kim.
Hi, I'm Shannon.
We are going to go over the proper way to use a inhaler with a spacer. So she'll explain what the inhaler is, and I'll explain to you what the spacer is.
Okay, here we have an inhaler, and most of us know that if you have problems breathing, even if it's seasonal or just exercise induced, your doctor may prescribe something to you that looks like this. Now, usually they're in a gray canister or a blue, some are in yellow, but there's a bunch of different names. But the basic one is albuterol. It all breaks down to albuterol. They can be called ProAir, Ventolin. There's a lot of different names, but they all break down to the same baseline medicine. This actually is what we call a rescue inhaler. So if you are to have an issue where your lungs start to feel like they're really starting to get tight, don't wait until it's too late. You're going to want to go ahead and take your rescue inhaler. And you're going to want to use a spacer, which she's going to explain to you how to use here in just a few minutes. But when you take this, you need to make sure that you take a big deep breath, and you're going to hold it for as long as you can and then exhale. The longer you hold your breath, the more time the medicine has to what we call deposit into your lungs. And that's what you want, because this is going to dilate your bronchioles or dilate the things that help your lungs circulate all that wonderful oxygen in and out of your actual lungs to the rest of your body. So, like I said, don't wait till it's too late. When you hit your rescue inhaler, you're going to want to use the spacer.
Okay, so a spacer is a holding chamber for your medication. Some people have problems with getting the inhalation right as soon as you actuate the MDI. So that's what this is for, and it's actually a really good thing to use with all inhalers, because you should always use this so you don't inertially impact in the back of your mouth, and more medication from your inhaler will get to your lungs, which in the long term is better for you as the patient who needs it, and it will provide you more relief. So with this, you can just actuate your inhaler, and it'll hold in here, and you take the breath when you feel like you're ready to take the breath. And with this is also washable. You can take it apart, maybe. So you can take it apart into three different pieces, and you can boil this. So you just boil it in just water, and you can lay it out to dry. Yeah, about 30-45 seconds boil. You can lay it out to dry, and then you will put it back together, and it'll be ready for the next use. These are typically good for 30 to 90 days, I would give, before you really have to clean it. But the more you use, the quicker you will need to boil and clean.
Yeah, sometimes you'll see a residue that'll build up around on the outside of that. That's when you know you waited way too long to wash it, and you probably might even need a new one. So just make sure that you keep this as clean as you can, because there's a little piece in the front that helps filter it in and out, and you don't want all your medicine getting caked up around there, because in the long run, that costs you more money.
Yes.
If I can make my inhaler last, I'm going to, because my inhalers are $65 a month with just one, and I'm on 4 with just that one inhaler. So it adds up. So if you can save the money and get more medicine in your lungs, why not do it that way?
And that's a big issue of why people do choose to use these, is they have to spend the money on the inhalers. Insurance does not cover them. So this is really good to have. I know it's bulky to carry, whatever, but you do get more deposit of the medication into your lungs. So you should always use this.
Can't stress it enough, always, as much as you can.
So what we're going to do is, because there is proper ways to use this, we are going to go over how to use it and how not to use it. So we'll go over signs that you'll see or hear while using it that you shouldn't do, and we'll go over the steps before we actually do it. So we will explain to you how to do it, how to breathe, and then we'll actually do it.
All right, and here's, I just thought about it. I have one in my purse to show you guys. This is actually what a lot of your albuterol inhalers look like. This one's called ProAir. This is one of the many names for this special medication. So it's just albuterol sulfate. So just kind of keep it out. They're gray, some are red, some are like an orange and yellow. So just wanted to kind of give you all a...
There's many different kinds of inhalers out there. So just depending on yours, you should always use a spacer. So now you don't have a spacer, right?
No, I sure do not.
Okay, so
I'm preaching on it, but I don't have one in my purse.
we are going to go over the actual way to use it and the steps. So she's going to be the therapist, I'm going to be the patient, she's going to explain how to use it, and I'm going to demonstrate a good way and a bad way.
Okay, all right. So as a therapist, I'm going to tell you that I always want you to shake your canister really, really well, kind of warm it up, and break up what's inside them. Most of them are in a metal canister. You can break it up really, really well, and then you're going to actuate first. And of course, most of these have a cap on them, so you're going to take the cap off first. I'll use mine. I'll just point it that way. You shake and you actuate. You can see it actually dispense. You want to make sure that happens, because if not, there's a little piece in the front here, down in that little hole, that can get clogged with dust, debris, sitting in the bottom of your purse. I don't want to inhale that. I'm sure you don't want to suck down a piece of lint. So it might make it a little harder to breathe than to actually help you. So make sure you actuate first. You'll see the actual mist come out, and then you're going to apply it into, here I'm going to use what do they call these? Well, they don't have a name for them. They don't have medication in them. But once you get it into the chamber, it fits right in through the back here. Some fit a little better than others with this better seal. But what you're going to do is you're going to actuate a puff at a time. So she would actuate her inhaler just like this, because it's a placebo. There we go. That's the word I was looking for. It's a placebo.
So do you want me to take this?
No, I'm just telling you. If you just even act like you're going to.
So you can actuate it
just like that, like we talked about actuating it. And this chamber here slows it down and holds it. It's like an anti-static chamber, so where your particles are waiting in suspension for you to actually inhale. So then you place your mouth on the mouthpiece here. That's kind of loud. It's not supposed to be that musical. If you've done that, you've taken it in too quick and too fast. You want to slow it down just a little bit. I know, right? You ain't got to really take it. Yeah, a soft noise is okay. Better than a loud whistling. You hear that loud whistling, you're taking, it's slow it down. It's already slowed it down for you, so you want to take it in a big, deep breath. That way it has a chance to let gravity do its thing and work its way down to the actual lower lobes of your lungs. That's the part that we can't clear, that we can't cough up. Or if you've got a bunch of junk, you can't cough that up generally. It usually doesn't get down that small in those small of the airways. So you'll want to make sure that you take a big, deep breath so that gravity can do it for you. Gravity can pull all that down.
Slow.
Pardon me.
Slow, deep breath.
Fighting bronchitis as we speak.
So this would be an actual way to do it. And I'll turn to the side. You would exhale first.
Fill all the way up about as much as you can probably hold. You're going to hold it and hold it. Try to hold it for around 10 seconds if you can. If you feel like you're going to explode, of course, exhale. But when you exhale, kind of do it kind of like a good forceful, because most of us know that if you're asthmatic and you're using your inhaler, that we don't have a problem getting the air in. Usually it's getting it out. So take advantage of those lungs being good and dilated and kind of help to keep propped open, because then you can help get that extra air out that made you feel kind of like you were suffocating at first. So, but big deep breath in, slow, like she was saying, and slow on the way out, or you can blow it out. Heck, I don't care, but just make sure you blow it out as far as you can. That's how I do, and it works the best for me.
So another thing to cover is you always want to just make it a habit to ask your patient to rinse their mouth. Not all inhalers require that, but some do. So you want to ask your patient to always rinse their mouth. It's just good to just have the habit.
It can cause thrush, isn't it?
Yes.
You don't want a steroid sitting in your mouth causing thrush. Now, this one isn't a steroid.
No.
But like your purple Advairs, what's the other one?
Your DPIs,
yeah,
your
any of your
Symbicort,
DPIs, yes.
and stuff like that. You just always want to rinse your mouth, because you can get thrush and it's not pleasant. So
No.
always rinse your mouth. And then, like I said, the big thing to remember is wipe your inhaler out so it doesn't build up residue. You can wipe it out with just an alcohol pad, just the entrance of it. It'll build up residue also, and then just make sure that your spacers stay clean.
That's about it. Thank you.